Yeah, good morning. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 20th of April 2024. This is just my weekly analysis video where I have a look at some of the Forex pairs. I'm trading on the daily time frame using the high probability and divergence trading methods from my books. So hopefully everyone's weekend's going okay. Sadly to report, my football team played on Thursday night again and they lost. So damn, it's going to be a long weekend. And I think my team plays again next Thursday. It's the Anzac Day clash for Australia, which is a pretty important holiday for us. Yeah, but other than that, it's all good. A bit of market movement on the markets yesterday caught everyone with their pants down a little bit. The threat between Israel and Iran flaring up and created havoc in the markets. Would have been a nightmare for some traders with regards to stops being taken out as price went shot down in one direction and reversed quickly. So it wasn't probably a good day for some, but for us it was okay, I think. So other than the couple of minor hindsight stuff ups, all good. All right, let's get into it. If you do like the videos, please hit the like button and subscribe button. That's always appreciated. First up, we always have a look at the news for the week ahead. So the free Forex factory economic calendar. I'm only interested in high impact news events, which are highlighted in red. So that's why I only see red boxes on my screen here, no yellow or orange. It's all in my local time. I'm in Cambodia, so that's Indo-China time, same as Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh City, and Bangkok, etc. And I've got to apologise. I've got a terrible sore throat from severe heartburn, so I might sound a bit off when it comes to my talking or struggling a bit. So sorry about that. Monday, no news, no major news on Monday. Tuesday, I just saw those flash manufacturing PMI numbers out of all the European countries, France, Germany, also the UK and the US. Not sure how they affect the markets. They've got them as high impact events, but I'm not even sure what they are. If you want to know what anything else is, just click on this little box over here we'll pick up the first one, the French one. That tells you a level of diffusion index based on surveyed purchasing managers and the manufacturer. Now, if you understand what that means, good luck to you. It's too hard, hurts my head. You can read all the stories behind it. It goes into great depth about what it is. It hurts my head. All right, so we got all that on Tuesday. Wednesday, CPI numbers out of Australia. That's a pretty important number. Thursday, like I said, it's a holiday in New Zealand and Australia. It's Anzac Day. Australia, New Zealand. What's it stand for? Australia, New Zealand Army Corps or something? Yeah. It's to do with World War One. It's a pretty significant military type holiday for us. It's treated pretty seriously by Australians and Kiwis. Then we've got a holiday in Italy by looks. I'm not sure they're celebrating Anzac Day, but and advanced GDP, unemployment claims, and pending home sales out of the US on Thursday. Friday, Japanese interest rates. Now, they're still below zero, so I'm not sure where they're going with it. It's all tentatives, no set time, so just be careful if you're trading yen pairs. I don't think I've got any yen pairs going at the moment, so I don't really care about that. And core PCE price index and revised UOM consumer sentiment out of the US on Friday. So it's a pretty quiet week. Japanese interest rates, CPI numbers out of Australia, and those flash manufacturing numbers. Yeah. All right, let's have a look at a Word document. Now, most of you that are watching these videos have read my book, so you probably don't need to explain, but this just explains the different colours, different settings, etc. on the charts. I have released a fourth book, as most of you probably know by now, Profitable Forex Trading Using High and Low Risk Strategies. Now, I'm doing a couple of videos on those methods in that book, so they're different to what I'm doing here. Similar, very similar, using the same indicators, except there's the addition of Bollinger Bands. But the concepts are still the same, still the QMP filter, still the MACD Platinum, still the QQE Advanced. So just different ways of looking at them and using them. That's all the new book is. So I'm doing the odd video on that. If you've got the high probability, the Divergence books, or even the first one, nothing's changed from them. There's no update on indicators or anything like that. If you want the different sort of versions of the indicators, then you have to get that fourth book. That's all. So you can have a read of this, pause the video, take a screenshot. I appreciate that English is not everyone's first language, and I understand that you may not understand my Australian accent. I do add English subtitles to my videos, so just hit that little CC button if you want the English subtitles. That may help. But I'm happy to answer any questions. As you all know, I've got the JAGfx has got a Facebook group and also Telegram channels. No longer have a Discord channel, so that's gone. But we've still got a pretty active Facebook group and Telegram channels where everyone's more than welcome to join, ask questions, etc. Hit me up on email. I'm easily contactable. I normally answer within 24 hours. The only day I sort of don't do much work is Sunday. I just try to have a computer-free sort of day on Sundays, or trading-free day on Sundays. So that's the setup. All right, let's get into the charts. TradingView. This is TradingView for my analysis. I do all my trading on MT5 and MT4, mainly MT5. This is my watch list. It's not every pair. I'm not a trade signal provider. It's just a sample watch list. It's in alphabetical order, highlighted in different colors. Light blue means there's a trade on or trades on, and action's being taken. Orange means there's something I want to talk to you about in this video. No highlight means no trade on. If it's in dark blue, it means there's a trade on, no action taken. I don't think there's any of them. So, all right, we'll start with the Aussie Swiss. Like I said, it's in alphabetical order. All right, so you'll normally see the title, what pair it is, the date, the signal, and my thoughts on the trade and any trade management. All right, so this is a sell trade here. So there's a signal there, QMP dot up there, MACD platinum above the zero level. Divergence, you can see the regular bearish divergence there. Took the sell, high risk trade. 17th of April closed half, so let's have a look. 17th of April, I'm thinking it might be in there, closed half there. MACD platinum's through the zero level. Prices at the moving averages, good time to take some action. Brought my stop down, can't lose on that trade. Now Friday, this is this big move we had on a lot of pairs. Now in my private trading, I've been building up a sell position from about here all the way up to here, and it's come down and spiked down, and I got to a break-even level in here somewhere. I just closed out. Even though at the time this was a big bearish candle, you would assume that it's going to continue heading down. But once the dust settled, because there was no major news, it was sort of iffy. Israel's attacked Iran. And the extent or the damage or what actually happened was a bit a grey area. So there's a good chance the market rebounded, and it's done exactly that. Basically gone back to where it started. So that big spike down. In the meantime, I'm drawing trend lines across here for potential hidden bullish divergence forming. Now this would be a perfect pullback. Say, for example, it's come down a little bit and bounced up. Prices come back to the M8. You can ignore that spike. That's an anomaly. I can't even say that word, but you know what I'm saying. But it gives me divergence. Even if that spike wasn't there, it'd still give me the same divergence. But looking for a buy, can't lose on the sell. So all good on this Australian Swiss franc sell trade from the 11th of April. And just a side note, when these trades are taken by me, I do call them at the time and take a screenshot and share it in all those groups I mentioned before. So it's all very transparent, all above board. It's not after the fact or anything like that. As you'll soon see, I make some errors, trust me. It's always harder trading from the right edge of the chart than going back here and saying, yeah, I would have taken that sell there. Yeah, I would have got out here. Yeah, I wouldn't have taken that buy. Like that's crap. Call it like it is at the time, warts and all. See the good, the bad, and the ugly, as I say. So we can't lose on this Aussie Swiss, so all good. All right, Aussie New Zealand, highlighted in orange. Must be something I want to talk about. All right, yes. All right, we took a sell here on the 11th of April. So there's a sell, basically gone sideways, sideways, sideways. MACD Platinum's already through the zero level. So remember, that's one of my potential trade management tools. Remember, I'm selling when it's above the zero level and buying when it's below the zero. And when it goes through the zero level, it puts me in more buy mode or more thinking something's not quite right. So I'll just move this grey line. So it's gone through the zero level. There wasn't enough really to take any profit. Now, I could have brought my stop right down here and tightened things right up. I haven't. So what I'm going to do on Monday, and that's why it's in the future here, Monday, the 22nd of April, which is Monday, closed at close to break even. So I'm going to assume that the market's going to open pretty close to where it closed on Friday. And I'm just going to close this trade. The main reason is MACD Platinum's already through the zero level, and there's this green dot on the MACD Platinum below the zero level, which is putting me in buy mode. Now, if I get a buy signal here, I'm thinking there's not much in the way of divergence there. It's pretty close. That's probably, I don't think I'd take that buy. The main reason is I like to see price come back to the moving average a lot closer. It's just one of my things. Generally, when you want to see price come back, at least come very close or touch the moving averages before heading up. So I'd be reluctant to take this buy if it does present. But what I'm going to do is just close this trade and wait for a better signal. So Monday I'm closing the the Aussie New Zealand for it's going to be roughly a break even or a small loss. So no big deal. CAD Swiss, another one of these spiky candles. The Swiss pairs were affected. I think because the Swiss franc's considered a safe currency, so money bounces in and out. Pairs, currencies like Swiss franc, Japanese yen, the Aussie dollar to a certain extent, money tends to move in there pretty quick. And if the danger's no longer there, then the traders, the big institutions, look for better opportunities somewhere else. So that's why you probably get the big spike down. Then they realise the dust settled on the news. It's not as bad as they thought or whatever, and they go back to their original positions or something like that. Who knows how they think, but that's the general gist behind it all. And look at this spiky candle down. Again, wreaking havoc. MACD Platinum, that's why the grey warning line's there, vertical warning line. MACD Platinum below the zero level, so we're in buy mode. Green dot below the zero level, and potential hidden bullish divergence forming here. We're in the sell low from the 5th of April, already closed half. So when did I close half? 16th. So tell me in here somewhere. So in there, closed half. My stop's still a fair distance above. So even if I was to be stopped out, so when I close half there. If I was stopped out, it'd be a very small overall profit because it's slightly bigger distance from there to there than there to there. What I'm looking for here is probably a potential buy signal. It's not happening on Monday. I would know if it was with TradingView. So I may be tempted to bring this stop down a bit tighter to the entry level or something like that, and hopefully look for a buy. All right, Euro Aussie. Yeah, it took its sweet time there to pop up. In a buy trade from the 11th of April, so bang, bang, bang up. Initially went against me, which is common, very common. The initial stop loss was at 163.224, which is down here, so it's below this low. Wasn't threatened, bounced off this support level, which was already mentioned, I think. There was a decent support level, so when I took the trade, that support level was in play. It's come straight back down to it and bounced off it again, so it's held, which is good, and popped up nicely. Had a couple of, and I think I closed on this one, 19th. No, I waited a couple of days, didn't I? Yeah, I closed on the open of this candle, closed half, sorry, as per my notes there. And like I said, on the trade management, they're all called on the group at the time also. Stops moved up, can't lose on this trade. So it's a Euro Aussie, can't lose on that either. Euro CAD, nothing on, it's just sideways. Have a look at this channel sideways. Going nowhere fast. Euro USD, nothing on. MACD Platinum's below the zero level. Last thing was a green dot on the MACD Platinum below it. Potential look into the buy side, but nothing on at the moment. pound CAD highlighted in orange means something's happening. Oh yeah, something simple. All right, took this buy trade here on the 4th of April. Nice buy setup. The price has come back to the moving averages and bounced up. There was hidden bullish divergence, took it. 10th of April, closed half. So let's have a look at the 10th. So there, so closed half, popped up, struggling. Don't know what else. There's a few pips on the table there. It didn't seem to be going that well for me. Closed half, dragged my stop right up nice and tight below the entry level. Then we got this opposite QMP filter dot here. And look, it was a little double top here, but the MACD platinum was just sort of on the zero level, below the zero level. You could have taken that. It's an option. If you trade double tops, that's a good little double top setup. But we're in the moving averages. The MACD platinum wasn't a good spot. I didn't take it. In hindsight, it's probably a bad thing. But I was stopped out on my remaining buy trade. So it just blew through that stop on Friday, as you can see. And that's one pair that just continued down. So closed, stopped out on Friday for an overall small profit. So I just leave them on the chart to show you guys and girls what happens. So I'll tidy up this chart once the video's done. But stopped out there, not a problem. So that chart will be removed and tidied up. Pound Swiss, now, all right. Highlight in orange. Took this sell up here on the 1st of April. Just went against me, threatened my stop 3 times there. Didn't get stopped out. Like I said in my last video, put the stop a decent distance above just to avoid getting stopped out like that. Came down here, the MACD platinum was through the zero level. Price was struggling, and here comes Jim with these great, like here's 3 days going nowhere. The MACD platinum's a long way below the zero level. Thinking it's struggling, I'll close there for a very small profit. And look what happens. And another reason I closed and I haven't adjusted the trend line is because this potential hidden bullish divergence was forming, and I thought, yeah, I'm getting out. It's going to head up. But then the news come out, Israel, Iran, and bang, down she goes. So I'm out of that trade for a break-even, very small profit, or what I'd call a break-even. So I was out there. So how many pips is that? 51. 26 pips. So, and in the meantime, guess what? What's his name? Murphy's Law. Down she goes. So I'm out of that trade, which is a bummer. But it's a chance I took. And I did say in my daily update, look, the option number 2 would be just tighten the stop right up, take your chances. And and I do recall someone in the Telegram channel did say, yeah, that's what I did. It's the smartest person in the room. Well, when you compare, if it's just me and you in the room, mate, you were definitely the smartest. Trust me on that one. So the pound Swiss, I'm out of that. I'll tidy up the chart. There's no trade on, but we didn't lose. That's a good thing. Didn't lose. So there's an upside. Glass is half full. All right, pound yen. Still in this buy trade. This is a pair. RWD stands remove when done. I'm removing all the yen pairs. So we're in this buy trade from 15th of December. Can't lose. There's a stop. It's just, this is even going sideways. Look at this. Extend of this. I think I've still got some. Yeah, I have still got some pound yen private trading. I was building up this big sell position forever, and it just won't come down. It's the yen pairs. But we can't lose on that, so it's all good. Pound New Zealand, highlight in orange, means I want to talk about it. All right, just bear with me. I had to remove a few lines on this chart when I took this buy. So the highlight in orange refers to the sell trade. Took a sell on the 15th of April. So on the open of this candle, 5th of April, 5th, not the 15th. 5th of April, 10th of April, I closed half. When's that? Let's have a look. 10th. So they open there. She's going nowhere. The MACD platinum gone through the zero level. It was just struggling to go down. I wasn't comfortable with it. So I closed half, and move my stop down to 210. What did I say? 210.406. 210.4. So I basically put my stop in an overall break-even sort of position. So on the 15th, it was stopped out on the 15th. This candle here, this bullish candle, the one with the green QMP filter dot, took my stop out for an overall break-even result in that sell. So that's not a bad result considering it's a high-risk trade there, came down, couldn't really do much more with that. It's sort of, so it's all good. So we're out of that for a break-even. So that's out. That's just what I want to show you on that one. And in the meantime, I took a buy here. Now, it was with the trend trade where prices come back to the moving averages, which is good, before bouncing. My concern was the MACD wasn't a long way under the zero level. I'll feel better when price takes out the previous high, which is up here. Poked through it a couple of times, but didn't really follow through. And now we've dropped away. Now we're sort of going to be in Shitsville soon, I think. This is going to turn. If I get a sell signal here, I'm going to be very tempted to take the sell, even though I'm not really concerned where the MACD platinum is, just because of what we've got up here. This is a nice resistance level, or double top, and I may get out of the buy and just take the sell, see if I recover. So hopefully, if there's a sell signal sometime, it'll be in this area before it gets to the stop. Then I'll just close out the buy trade, take the loss, and may try and recover with a high risk trade to the downside. It's one where you've got to use a bit of discretion and sort of ignore the MACD platinum, but it's definitely worth a shot. I like these double tops there. On the Forex pairs, higher time frames, double tops, triple tops, resistance, support levels generally work out pretty well. Right, pound USD, not much happening there. We're still heading down quickly, blowing through the 1.25 level, which is this green line, so no trades on. MACD platinum below the zero level. You'll find the pound USD, the euro USD sort of work very similar. Not always, but when you're looking at the euro and the pound against the US dollar. So they're two very similar sort of economies, I guess. Even though I get it, the UK is not a part of European whatever anymore. Right, New Zealand CAD, highlight in orange. What happened? Oh, yeah, my buy trade. All right, this buy trade from the 3rd of April, this one. Took a buy, went up, closed half. Back there, the 9th. MACD platinum getting close to the zero. MACD platinum is getting close to the zero level, and the price will get close to the moving averages. Closed half on the open of this candle, the 9th, which is good. So we locked in some profit. Moved my stop up. Then on the 16th of April, moved my stop up again. So 15th, 16th. Yeah, on the open of this candle, hang on, let's get this right. Let's get this right. So the open of this little candle in the middle there, I moved my stop up, and later that same day I was stopped out for an okay profit, overall okay profit. So I made a little bit on the second half and made a chunk of change on the first half. So it was a good profitable result for a buy. Then this was a beautiful retracement into the moving averages. We've got lower lows and lower highs. Take the sell here. So the 16th of April took the sell, and it initially went against me, which all my trades do. The stops up here, and the last Thursday and Friday come down nicely. So I'm out of the buy. So I'll tidy up this chart. As I said, I'll just leave these on the charts for the video. I'm out of the buy for overall profit, okay profit. So I've just got this sell trade on, and so far it's heading in the right direction. So that's not going to be there. That's not going to be there. So just stuff like that. So that's all I've got. The sell trade. There it is. Just a sell trade, and it's heading in the right direction. MACD platinum still above the zero level. ideally you want to see these lows being taken out here. Getting very close to it. Give it a couple of days. Here we go. All right, gold, XAU USD gold. I'm going to buy still from 15th of Jan. Trail the stop up. Could probably trail the stop up a little bit higher, but no real rush as yet. And the reason there's no rush is, look, there's been no, other than this huge candle over here, there's no candle's going to come down and take out that stop. Well, hang on, let me rephrase that. Generally, 99% of the time, there's going to be no candle's going to come down and take out that stop. There's always that 1%. You ever watched that movie Dumb and Dumber with Carey, what's his name? Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, when they're chasing the good-looking girl, and she says, "There's 99% chance I'm not 99.9% chance I'm not going to go into date with you." And he said, "Oh, so that means there's 0.1% chance you will." So that's sidetrack. So yeah, we're in this buy. Drag this stop up. We could probably go higher. In the meantime, I've taken this sell on the 15th. It's a high-risk trade going against a big uptrend. Big divergence there. You can see the divergence. MACD platinum above the zero level, above the zero level. And it's basically gone against me all the way. Stops up here. And I'm not too concerned about it, mainly because I've got this buy trade on. So the buy trade gives me protection. If this goes up and takes out the stop, guess what? I'm making money on the buy trade, drag that up. So it's all good. Even though the sell's not looking good, I can still lock in more profit on that buy. That's the beauty sometimes of being in buys and sell trades at the same time. I know some people can't do it, but as I said in the new book, and as I say all the time, there's workarounds of it. And if you're serious about your trading, and if it's a style that you want to use, I know not everyone's comfortable taking buys and sells on the same pair at the same time. People are of the opinion that if you're dedicated, if you're committed to the sell side, get out the buy side. Well, I'm not committed to the sell side. It's a high-risk trade. I know it's high risk. Look, I don't think my house is going to burn down, but I'd still get building insurance. You know, I'm not planning on having a car crash, but I've still got insurance for my car. You know, it's just basic. That's all it is, insurance. Pay a premium, peace of mind, that's all it is. Helps you sleep better at night. Good. Right, next three pairs are just more for curiosity's sake, shits and giggles, as I say. US dollar, it's just US dollar against 6 currencies, those 6 there. Been above the zero level of the MACD platinum for a while, red dot, hence the grey vertical line. Broke this high here. Is it going to keep on going up? Who knows? US 500, US stock market, after this long grind up with this huge divergence, it's eventually paying off. See, that's the problem with regular divergence. You know, you got it once there, have a crack. You know, you probably you wouldn't lose there, but you're not making any money. You have another crack there, probably lost. Have another crack there, probably lost. Crack there, you lost. Eventually, you have a crack. It can take a few goes, and bang, down she goes. Now we're heading down to this, which is I think a previous line of. Oh, there's a bit up. So you look at this line here. It's been on my charts forever. I don't know where it goes across. There it goes. There, highs. Will it come down and find support there? Who knows? How many times did I click that? So yeah, it's just something to be aware of. So we're coming down to this level here. Will it make it? Who knows? It's heading that way though. And last one you probably can't see is Bitcoin, BTC, USD. Now, this is a little bit tricky. Now, there was talk, I think the halving, Bitcoin halving is complete. Now, I don't know what the halving is exactly. Probably I'm probably going to butcher this. Think of stock splits, something like that. It's something similar. It happens, it's something to do with the mining on Bitcoin. You can Google that shit. But yeah, and it's a big thing. And normally what happens around the halving, sometime shortly after it, as history's proved, I think this is the 4th halving or the 5th halving, not sure. Every time after it, Bitcoin's taken off to the upside, big time. So that's what everyone's getting excited about. Now, whether that's been self-fulfilling and everyone's getting more excited by it, will it happen? Who knows? But it has happened. So now who knows what's going to happen. But let's have a look at the chart here, just from a technical point of view. We had this hidden bullish divergence here. You can see it there. And it was at the 70,000 level, which is just about the previous high. I was reluctant to take it because price didn't come back to the moving averages close enough. And I remember calling that, saying, look, I wouldn't take it. A couple of concerns. One is the price didn't come back to the moving averages, and we're at this previous sort of high here. It's not convincing. 70,000 is a big round number, which proved in hindsight to be a good call. Come back down, had another go here at a buy. Again, it's still at that 70,000 level. Same scenario. Price hasn't come back to the moving averages, and it's in hindsight, it's proved to be a good call again as prices come down. Now we've got potentially a new buy signal setting up. Prices come back into the moving averages. We've had the halving. Prices come back to the 60,000 level. We've now got regular bullish divergence. So we've had hidden bullish divergence followed by regular bullish divergence. You get a buy signal here. This is one I would take. And hopefully punch back up through to the 70. And even if you get to the 70, that's profit, and through the 70, hopefully. Now remember, this is a 24/7 market, so this is ticking over at the moment. It's probably hard to see because it's just out of screenshot, but it's the only numbers that are ticking over on mine. So yeah, that's just an interesting thing. The halving, we've got hidden divergence followed by regular divergence. So that's the old 1-2, as I say. If you get a buy signal here, that's not a bad signal that you probably consider taking if you're a Bitcoin trader. And look, I'm just saying, I'm not giving financial advice or anything here. You know, the disclaimer in the description of the video. This is just generalisation, just, you know, my observations. All right, boys and girls, this has dragged on long enough. It's coming up to 32 minutes. Thanks for watching. If you do like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe wherever you are. And if you've got any questions or anything, just hit me up. Any of the groups, everyone's more than welcome to join them. And I'll speak to you good folk next week sometime. Cheers.